Now, folks, we're going to switch gears here on Friday. We've got a dynamite panel. Hogan Gidley. Hogan Gidley, former White House deputy press secretary and Kudlow's savior on numerous occasions, and my dear friend Mark Simone, WOR radio host. Do I have to read this? This is from his Twitter site. All right, this is Mark Simone's good friend, Senator Fetterman. This is on X, otherwise prior known as Twitter. Quote, if those jagoffs in the House stop trying to shut our government down and fully support the Ukraine, then I will save democracy by wearing a suit on the Senate floor next week, end quote. Mark Simone, what do you think about Fetterman's haberdashery? You're a dapper guy around town, New York City. What do you think about Fetterman? I don't know who his tailor is, actually.
I don't know. It looks like the Salvation Army or something, or an Army surplus store. I don't know why you would go to all the trouble to become a United States senator and then show up like you're dressing like you're there to move furniture or something. I don't know. I mean, there are people coming through the delivery entrance better dressed. I've heard of business casual, but this is like the drug cartel on Breaking Bad dressed better than this. I don't get it.
Hogan Gidley, you're a very dapper dresser yourself. I mean, in all seriousness, this Fetterman stuff, we're making fun of it. He deserves to be made fun of. But it demeans the institution of the Senate. The Senate is a serious place. The public has, enough trouble with the Senate as it is. And you've got actually Democrats, Joe Manchin, Dick Durbin of Illinois, are rebelling against what Chuck Schumer did to allow Fetterman. I mean, it makes a bit of a mockery out of government. The Senate is an august body. And, Hoagie, I'm offended by it. And what are you thinking? What are you hearing?
I don't know what I'm more offended by, John Fetterman's attitude, his policies, or this wardrobe thing. Look, Larry, you, let's be honest, are a sartorial savant yourself. So you set the trend. You're one of my fashion icons, no doubt. But when you take a look at what John Fetterman's done here, it kind of is a metaphor for where the country is. It's kind of a rumpled, wrinkled mess. These bodies can't get to work. They can't do the business of the American people. And it really is kind of soul-crushing for someone like me. And I know you probably died a little bit inside, Larry, when you heard about this news. But there is one silver lining I want to make sure you and your viewers understand. This is going to be the easiest Halloween costume ever. So on Halloween night, when you're wondering what to wear, hey, you put on a hoodie, you throw on some really long shorts and some flip-flops or some Crocs, and you can be a United States Senator for Halloween.
I know. That's a problem. Mark Simone, on to better things, more positive things. The Dallas, Texas mayor has converted, his name is Johnson, I believe. Yeah, Eric Johnson. Okay. He has converted from Democrat to Republican, saying America's cities need Republicans. He's becoming one because the Democrats too much homelessness, too much crime. Okay, so you've got a big change here, and even here in New York City, Eric Adams is in revolt against Biden's crazy policies at the border. Even Governor Hochul now is saying don't come. So there's a change in attitude here, Mark Simone. How do you read it?
Yeah, the Democratic Party, the JFK Clinton Democratic Party, stood for a lot of things. Today's Democrats basically stand for destruction. They've destroyed cities. They've destroyed police departments. They've destroyed border security. Even this Fetterman thing, they've destroyed all decorum. It's just a total decline everywhere in every way, and especially in our cities. And they say voters get what they vote for. I hope that everybody wakes up at this November and next November and starts to hand cities back to Republicans who seem to know how to run them better. Yeah,
you're absolutely right. Hogan, give me a heads up on the debate this week. Who are you looking for? Who's going to shine in the debate this week? Don't even think, Hoagie. What's your instinct?
Well, first things first, these mayors, they can change party all they want to. They need to change policy. to protect the people. That's the whole thing. And speaking of policy, that debate's coming up, Larry, and you talked about this. These candidates need to outline exactly what they're going to do to bring down prices. And what the Biden administration is trying to say is everything they're doing is working, and it's you who are just dumb because the pain you feel, it's not really real. Remember, inflation wasn't happening, then it was happening, then it was happening, and it was good for you. They're all over the place. The Republicans need to outline exactly what they're going to do to restore some order, bring down inflation, bring down costs for gas and for groceries. That starts with drilling at home so we can be net exporters of energy for the first time in decades like we were under the previous administration. You helped with a lot of that, Larry.
How about closing the border, too? I'd like to hear these candidates really talk about closing the border. Mark Simone, we're going to visit on the radio tomorrow and have some more fun with John Fetterman. You could have a Fetterman sale, men's clothing sale. It would be very sparse. Hoagie, you got your big boy pants on, your long pants? Yes, you do. I know you do.
Of course. Of course. Again, you were one of my heroes, Larry. I learned from the best.
All right, kids. Hogan Gidley and Mark Simone. Terrific stuff. We appreciate it very much.